So we're at Epworth Fields Holiday Park in South Yorkshire in Doncaster. It's set in big open flat fields. You can see quite far out there. Normally as you drive in here you come through the main entrance, but they're having some either water or gas works down there. So they're diverting us around the side at the minute. This is in the Camping and Caravan Club as well. Anyone who's a member will be able to find this one on their membership page. There are some cottages on this site which are fully furnished. We're not in one of those, so I can't get in them to see. And normally there's a little shop and a takeaway. We're here in summer, the start of the school holidays 2020, and they're just releasing the lockdown from the COVID problem. So they've actually closed the little shop and moved it out onto the camping field. And the takeaway they're doing open air on the camping field. So the first thing you see is the hard standing pitches for the caravans. These are fully serviced with water, drainage and electric, and we're on one of these. They're really flat and it's fairly quiet around here. When we arrived there was a couple of caravans and probably about 3 tents on the site. But because it's the start of the school holidays, it's got really busy for the weekend. There's a nice area where the static caravans are, which go around like a little village and they're right by the lake. Now there's normally a toilet block, but as a temporary measure at the minute, they've had to put a temporary toilet block on. Now there's only 2 men's and 2 ladies' toilets, and there's about 100 tents on the camping field. We're lucky because we're in a caravan with a flushable toilet, and there's a couple of portable showers, just as a temporary measure I believe until the lockdown situation's eased up. There is a washing up area in there with a couple of sinks as well. And we've seen queues outside these toilets every morning for the last couple of mornings, just because the camping feels so busy. Some of the tents have left today. The camping field's looking a lot quieter actually compared to what it was yesterday. It was full all around the outside. There's a small play area for the children. Now they have ordered a bigger play area which hasn't turned up yet, so I think they're a little bit disappointed with that, but surely that'll bring a bit more entertainment for the younger children. So this is the takeaway that they're running at the minute. They've got pizzas and some hot food on there, and they're open at lunchtime and in the evening. And some places to sit out. The prices are quite reasonable. And there's a fire pit there, and they've put all logs and a bit of trash in there, cone off the outside so the children can't get close, and they like that, and it looks really nice in the evening. The kids with a slide and the climbing frame. And I believe they're making that a little bit bigger for the summer. Ooh, the fire looks lovely. Looks to Now I think with this amount of tents on, probably be a little bit better for the toilet situation tomorrow, but if you can imagine, the whole of the outside had a tent in every spot, and then there was more in the middle, and they were all trying to use these toilets this morning. And just behind the camper van there is the chemical waste disposal, and there was a tent there yesterday, and they obviously hadn't realised it was there and had their little picnic table right next to it, so people were emptying toilets right by it. But it wasn't very well signed for those people. And there's a small recycling area there. It gets quite noisy on here in the evening with the children playing, running around, but at least there's plenty of space for them. It's probably quite a nice atmosphere, but we're not staying on this bit. Even though the fields are quite open around here, it does seem quite sheltered when you're actually on the camp. The owners are really lovely, very helpful and friendly. They live in that little van there. And they obviously do a little bit of caravan storage here. So maybe these people come and go as they please. Uh-oh, somebody's let the monkeys out. Dad's gonna sort our toilet out. I have to say, there's quite a few people on the beers early in the day, like 10 o'clock. A few guys were walking to the lake with the beers. And last night when we went to have a little look at the pond, there was a drunken man asleep on the bench. Decided not to video him, but we'll go check out the pond as well. So what they're calling the fishing lake is just down between the statics. Got a little bit of shade around here. The statics have all got little twinkler lights outside, and it looks lovely at night time when they've all lit up, because it is quite dark around the site in general. So you can fish on here, it's £5 per day. You just pay the reception. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, about 5 or 6 points to fish from. It looks like a big clay pond to me, but the ducks are having a gander over there. Oh, the fish are jumping. Now, is that... oh, I can see a big beefy something down there. It looks like there's quite a few fish in here, so I don't think you'd struggle to catch. It's nice because you've got some little seated areas. Benches dotted around. When we walked down here yesterday about 5 o'clock, there was a drunken chap lying on that bench fast asleep. Ducks are having a swim. It's quite serene down here until you get a few groups of boys with a few cans of beer just coming down for a hangout. They do have a little area where they obviously look after the ducks down here with food and whatnot. But just be careful how far you walk in, because my trainers were full of duck poop yesterday. You don't want to be walking that back into your caravan or tent. You can see the back of the statics there backing up to the lake. The water doesn't look very clear, but you can see the shadows of the fish underneath sometimes. And they look quite big, some of them. And the little teeny ones jumping around here. Nice and cool in here. I'm just coming back up from the lake, walking through this thick village. And back up to the hard standing, which is right at the entrance to the park. So you're not having to drag your caravan all over the place. You can walk down the local track, but there's not much close by. We're just over a mile from the local village of Epworth, which is beautiful. In Epworth you've got quite a few little restaurants, different cuisines, English, I think there was a Thai down there, Italian, there's a chip shop, a few little shops, plenty of hairdressers and beauty salons, but it's just a little bit more than a walk away for us with the children. And then you're about an hour away from Scunthorpe, which I guess would be the closest town, city.